Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Outlanders. We're up to episode 11, I believe, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit fun. Now, as we can see, last episode we got ourselves the tag, and unfortunately this is already our second time being tagged in about 11 episodes, so we're going to have to go rectify that. And instead of just slapping someone with a tag like I normally would, I'm thinking let's have a little bit of fun. So, we won't need 24, we'll go with about 6 of these. That should be enough. And instead of having tag, you are not it, or you are not tagged, I should say, and that should be enough. So that should have only cost me 1 level, hopefully. Yep. So now let's go hunt some people down. Now, who's online at the moment? There's a Storm who I could get, there's B-Boy who I could get, and I can't get Mirror. I believe they're all online having a bit of fun somewhere, so let's go hunt them down and pretend to tag them. And looky what we have here. I just saw our first target somewhere around here. I think it's B-Boy, so let's go give him a visit. And looky what we have here. Where's B-Boy? Have a fake tag, B-Boy. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. And looky who decided to turn up. Have a fake tag, Storm. As there's no one else online at the moment, I've had quite a bit of fun actually trying to tag both Mirror as well, and which I didn't film, and Storm and B-Boy. But I've come over here, and this is one of the new shops that's opened up with, I think it's a Hitman shop. It's pretty dark and there's, I guess, blood everywhere. But what we really want to do is try and do something to beautify the shop a little bit. It isn't mine, so we're going to have to be quiet about this. But I think a classic Mumbo mustache would do it wonders, and an eye or two. Let's hop up if we can, and boop, boop. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And an eye. I think the eye should go on the outside like that. And the same here. Let's see. 1, 2, and there. And where's my pickaxe? It's here. And let's see. Oh wait, that shouldn't have done that. There, let's have a look at that. Not entirely satisfied. I think the eyes need to go back a bit. Let's fix that up. And I think that has massively improved it. The eyes are still not perfect. I think it needs something in the center, but we can't really fix that right now. And if we're looking over here somewhere there, that's definitely made it a lot better. Now, just to be safe, we really should do the same on some of the others. So if we do, this one's going to be a little bit tricky. 1, 2, 3... something like that, maybe. That, I think, that's not quite centered. We need to do a little bit better, like that, I reckon. Yeah, that's improved it. There's not really somewhere to put this, but I think if we did something like this on our own shop, we might point out, it should avert suspicion from us. There's one. We should do one on all sides actually, just to be safe. And the final block is placed on what is quite a troll move, I think. Now, should we do the same to Storm's shop? I reckon it's not really a good place for it. Like, that doesn't really look that good. It's a small mustache too. Maybe. It doesn't really add much as well. And then on the shopping district portal as well, gonna need some black stone and there's some sound. Hold up. Okay, I got rid of the thing that was doing sound. Sorry about that. Anyway, so if we put one here as well, we've got just enough blocks for it. We're going to have 1 spare, which is just enough. Having a look at that, we've improved the shopping district a fair amount, I think. Now, I reckon some bone blocks down here would be nice as well, just to be a little bit more of a troll. Ooh, that's a little bit different. Normally B-Boy's the one who's going around slaying everyone. This time, with Storm being the slayer, that's certainly a little bit different. I've just made a massive mistake. The last 6 clips that I had were all bad because I forgot to put on my visuals, so it was all just me talking. But just a quick recap, we tried to fake tag Gamer with the fake tags we have, and then we had a bit of a deal where he paid for me to put a hit on him from B-Boy's Hitman shop. So B-Boy's going to try and tag or get Gamer or kill Gamer, and what's going to happen is that we're going to try and tag B-Boy at that time. So quite a bit of machinations or things going on there. That is going to be quite a bit of fun when that goes on. Now that I've gotten rid of the tag, I think it's time to work on something that has been bugging me for a little while. So now if we go straight up into the sky, we can see that while this circle is not really perfect, the inner circle obviously is, because we did that one correctly, but we sort of free-handed the outside one, and it really isn't quite correct. So that is something we're going to have to correct, and I'm going to go with something that I really should have at the start, and figure out what this circle should be on the outside. It should be 94 blocks from that center, and the same all the way around. So I'm going to have to, or at least this white line should be 94. So if I work on that first and then figure out the rest from there, that should be a little bit better than just trying to freehand everything. So let's get onto it. And we have finished the inside circle. Now let's just have a look at the top. At the top, let's go a fair way up. And we can see that this white circle on the outside is a lot better than it used to be. It's probably not as good as it could be. I'm not entirely certain if it's good because these outside bits are sort of obscuring it. So, of course, our next task is now to figure out exactly where these bits should go, and I think I should have just gone with a single one here instead of the double. So there's quite a bit of work to be done, so let's start ripping up this thing and start replacing it. Okay, so all the way around this I've put in the layer of prismarine bricks on both sides, and also put the prismarine bricks underneath the quartz slabs. Now what I need to figure out is, how am I going to get this prismarine in without it looking horrible? What I'm thinking at the start is just to put it all in, prismarine all the way through, and then go back later, rip out some prismarine and put in the sea lanterns. I think that would be easier than trying to figure out where the sea lanterns go on the fly and getting it wrong or getting it different in different places. So here goes. And as you can see, I've done one of the quadrants, but it doesn't look quite right. I think I've gone too far with these twos. I think I need to go back a couple on each side with ones. So let's correct that. And after about 20 minutes work, I think I've got it all. It doesn't look exactly right, and there's quite a few places where I think it could be better, especially when it's transitioning to here, from the ones into the twos, but I think it's generally pretty good. If we're looking at the circle itself, every single top line, there's a gap of 2, so 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, and the same one across here, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Where it really doesn't look good is over here, especially from up top. These two don't look quite in the right place, but to have them in the right place, I'd have to have them there, and here somewhere, which isn't right. So we're going to stick with this for the time being, and if I do figure out a new way of doing it, a more correct way of doing it, we'll fix it up then. Now, last episode I said I was going to rip this entire Guardian spawning thing out. I've actually changed my mind once again, because Gamer actually showed me a little strategy that can work. Basically involves a trident killer right on top of where the Guardians spawn, that'll kill them all with of course the tridents, and then it'll shuffle the XP down into these water streams and down into a AFK platform, which I've yet to build, so somewhere over here. Oh yeah, and I've also built this thing. So now from here, I should be able to AFK safely somewhere around here, and I have easy access up and down into this segment should I need to use it. You may also note that I've also extended this column all the way from the top to the bottom, and that should be a nice column which will give us access to next levels. So I'm thinking possibly one around here, and then here, and then finally on the bottom. So that should give us 3 different levels of stuff, which is all the tube can actually transfer. Because if we go back up to the top, like so, we can see, once we get in, we can see that we've got room for a couple more of these here. 1, 2, and 3. So we've only got room for 4 layers. So that should be perfect. And I do want to do something in these 4 quarters as well. So quite a few plans coming up. However, looking at this tube, it really looks like just a tube. It's just a grey concrete and blue glass, or cyan glass, I should say, going all the way up. What I'm thinking is that if we have some kind of pattern looping its way around, it should look a little better. So if I start doing something like this and just start looping it around, one more up there, and it should look a little bit better than just the plain thing that we've got at the moment. Let's have a look and see what that looks like from the outside. And immediately that's made it a lot better, I think. We need to really see it wrap around. So let's do that. And there we go. It's starting to look a lot better now, especially with this, just the one. It's going better. Now what I'm thinking is that I'm going to have 2 of these sea lantern helixes going round. So one on the right side or on the left side as we're looking at it, and then I'm going to have a different color. I'm thinking possibly packed ice to go around it as well, because I don't think I'm going to need much more packed ice than I currently have. So if I can do that, that would be great. So I've got enough packed ice, so after I finish beating up these slime, I'll go off and get some packed ice and start putting that in as well. And let's have a look at this, and ooh, wow, it does look pretty good. It does seem to have a missing spiral or 2 in the middle, but I'm not entirely certain that is the best look, to have even more spirals going up. It's certainly something to think, but I think the difference between the sea lantern and the ice certainly makes it look good. Now, if I had a third one going through, one like this and one through here, I'm not sure if it would look any better. I might need to do a bit of testing to see if that would be better. But I would think cyan or something not blue, but not red or green, or something just a little bit bluish, but not blue itself, should do a little bit better. Yeah, I'm not certain if it... In addition to that, we also made a few building things. So we decided to go with building up one of these things down here, a tunnel all the way down to the bottom with glass. I built this thing here, although it's not fully lit, as you can see. Get rid of the skeleton. Yes, get rid of the skeleton, there we go. Get rid of that. And we also built this here. I put prismarine brick down on the bottom, partly to just floor it all up, and partly to give it a little bit more ambience. It seems to glow quite a bit more with these lights. So if we make our way to the top as well, we can see this goes all the way to the top without any extra things. So that is quite an improvement there. Main reason for doing all these things here is partly because I keep falling to the bottom, and then occasionally I don't have rockets. So then I have to make my way back up and down quite a fair bit. So that is quite a few bits. The game has decided to turn up. Well, I think the time has come. B-Boy and Gamer is online, so our hitman and the person we've bought a hit on are both on. So let's hopefully B-Boy is going to kill him soon, because I want to be able to tag B-Boy somehow. It doesn't look like they're here though. Interesting. Although B-Boy definitely has seen the thing. There's Gamer, so we'll just have to wait. Here's the battle. There's Gamer and B-Boy. I just have to wait. I think B-Boy's trying to go to get Gamer. Come on, just get him. Just get him, B-Boy. Oh, there's the attack. There it is. There it is. Turn and face him, Gamer. Come on. I'm just going to look away because I don't want to be seen that I had any part in this. Which one's going to win? Are they fighting? Doesn't look like it. And B-Boy's just standing there. Interesting. Interesting tactics. Interesting tactics indeed. I might, This is going to be interesting to see. So Gamer is going to give B-Boy his sword. So I guess, I don't know what's going to happen here actually. Will he do it? Or I think the point was for Gamer to kill B-Boy. Interesting. Interesting. Whoa. Interesting. B-Boy is dead. That is interesting indeed. Yes, I did pay. But it was for something else. Interesting. I got your stuff. I'm just going to pause here. And B-Boy's back, so hopefully he's going to get his stuff. Up here, come on, mate. And he's just going to get his stuff and get tagged at the same time. Interesting. So if we just start dumping things off. There we go. And I think I've successfully passed the tag to him. Maybe. Interesting. And it's time for me to flee, because I have successfully passed the tag to B-Boy. Woohoo! That's a good tag, I reckon. And get tagged. He's been tagged. Woohoo! Well, after all that fun tagging B-Boy, we've got a little bit more work to do before we finish off today's episode. Now, I've been doing a little bit of thought as to how I'm going to make this part of my base look a little bit better, and I think I've got an idea. So, I'm going to put... Where's that thing? Let's get rid of this guy. Where did he go? No, I don't want to die. Okay. After that little mishap, let's just get up here, heal up, and we'll be back in a second. Right, so now that we've healed up, let's go down. So, what I'm thinking is that on each level, because we're going to have various levels for our base, underneath this one there'll be the first one, so after that there'll be these bits coming out, these pathways coming out to here, and I want these thingamabobs, these circles to come round the outside of those as well. So we're going to have many levels of walkways. So what we need to do here is put a nice long piece of glass around here. So it's going to be quite a few pieces of glass, and of course I'm not going to have enough sand for that. Let's finish off these 46 or whatever I have left in my inventory before we move on. And there we go. So obviously we're going to need quite a bit more sand, and thankfully there's a nice grinding shop available. So let's get out of the water, head over to the shopping district after we get some emeralds and some other bits, and go from there. So we're going to need 20 diamonds. I've already got the diamonds out, and 10 shulker boxes, so we can give the person some stuff to mine with, so mine into. So we'll need to get ourselves, where's the thing? So hopefully that's 10, that's 5 shulker, 5, so we need some more. Come on, get out, come on. And 5 more, there we go. Okay, where's our bits? That's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shulker boxes, there we go. 10 shulker boxes, and let's head over to the shopping district. And here we are at the shopping district. We can see that Mira's already removed the nice moustache that we put on. So if I remember correctly, we just have to get one piece of paper, rename it to what we want, which is 10 shulkers, we'll spell that without a 2 caps, of sand mag, and we put that into here with the diamonds and the 10 shulker boxes for her to put the stuff into. So hopefully that is a good enough order, and yes, it is rather cheap, 20 diamonds for just 10 stacks. So it is for 27 times 10 stacks, which is 270 stacks of stuff. It's quite a lot. So hopefully Mira's going to see that, and she'll get onto it rather quickly, and we can have our sand hopefully in the next couple of episodes. So yeah. And that's just about all we've got time for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this time when we've attempted to troll people and just been a bit of a nuisance in the shopping district, as well as actually improved our base and bought stuff in the shopping district. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.